Yo, what's up everybody, it's me Talking Media, I'm finally back with another video. Today we're doing the second part. What if Goku was trapped in the demon realm, / dark realm, and he was betrayed, obviously. And the first part, the what if, we did explain how Goku was betrayed and how Goku was trapped in there. Also, we did explain how Goku teleports to the 12 commanders, or at least one of them. If you guys enjoy, let's get into it. Goku would teleport with the kid to one of the 12 commanders. Goku would lock on his eyes and he sees he's immensely powerful. But before Goku can even think, the commander would punch Goku, but with Goku barely dodging, but then he gets kicked to the ground. Then the commander looks into the kid's eyes and asks him, "Why did you take this filthy creature in here? You want me to kill you?" Before the commander tries to kill the kid, Goku would give the Super Saiyan Blue and punch the commander, with the commander barely even feeling the punch, but he was impressed. Then the commander would ask, "Who are you?" Goku would say, "I am the Saiyan, Son Goku." Then one of the commanders would start shaking. He doesn't know why, but that name sounds familiar somehow. But he brushes it off and tells him to leave or he's killed. Goku says, "What is this place? Tell me." Then the commander would say, "This is the demon realm," you could say. How you have cars and such, this is, you could say, hell in some sort, but obviously different. Why would someone like you be here? You look like a pure-hearted person. That makes no sense. Goku would explain the god of destruction threw them in here. Then the commander says, "Ah, I see. Well, you're in luck, because we will be invading the real realm soon. If you want, you can join our ranks, depending on your power." Goku says, "Can I try and see how strong you are?" Then the commander would laugh and say, "You try me out? Do you know who you're talking to? You're talking to one of the 12 commanders. If I wanted to, I could have easily killed you." Goku says, "Well, let's fight then." The commander would just laugh and he would say, "Sure, why not?" and he would start fighting with Goku. Goku obviously being on the losing side, but then he would use Kaioken times 20 on top of Blue, and then the commander starts actually getting excited and starts going more and more of his power, with the commander using only 30% while Goku using everything he's got, but to no avail. The commander is still more powerful. Then the commander would shoot a blast into Goku and Goku flies to the ground. The commander tells Goku that if he attacks him one more time, he'll kill him. "You're just too weak, mortal." Goku would get mad, and then in desperation, he would go to autonomous Ultra Instinct. He would attack the creature and punch him to the ground. Then Goku would look into his eyes, and the commander sees and says, "This power, it looks like the king's power." And before he can even say the words, Goku kicks the commander in his neck, knocking him out cold. Then Goku says, "Let's go, child. We won't have much time." And Goku then flies up and destroys the whole room. Then everyone looks into Goku's eyes, the whole civilians of this town. Goku says, "What is this name like? What is this? This makes no sense. I sense no one's power but his. Why?" The child explains that they're probably too weak to be sensed since you just learned the basics. When you learn more and more, you'll probably be able to sense us as well. And then Goku would just fly off to the other coast so they could just rest and see what they're gonna do next. Goku asks the kid, what should they do next? With the kid saying, Well, if your main goal is to leave this place, you'll technically have to go to the king's palace. Then Goku asks, where is the king's palace? Then the kid will use his hand and also point to the direction. If you fly there for like 1,000 hours, you'll probably arrive there. But I warn you, there's so much guards in there, and you'll have to fight all 12 commanders, or 11 now, but you know what I mean. Goku asks, if the commander's main purpose is to defend the king, why is one of them in here? Then the kid will explain that this commander is basically the weakest one, you could say. He isn't really a good commander either way. They just use him for errands and such. So no one really views him as one of the 12 commanders, you know. Goku says, so we need to fly for 1,000 hours. That's really far. Then the kid says this. Well, I calculated the speed of Super Saiyan Blue, or whatever it's called, your form. But if you use your white-haired state, then you could probably arrive there way faster. Then Goku would go to Autonomous Ultra Instinct yet again, then holds the kid and starts flying. Then Goku asks, how far do you think I could arrive there? Then the kid says, well, calculating your speed, maybe in 100 hours? I mean, that's very impressive, I'm not gonna lie. Even the guards take even more than that, which means that your speed is technically higher than basically all the guards. So that's pretty impressive too. Then Goku says, well, the whole point of this form is I'm very fast and I can basically dodge any attack. And then there's your arrow coming into Goku's head, but Goku would dodge it while flying. Then the kid says, oh, there might be a couple of arrows following us. It's just because when you get enough close to the palace, the traps would start going off. So the guards are probably alerted by now that there's someone trying to get into the palace. Then Goku says, well, we're very far from the palace. Why would they need protection here? Then the kid would say, well, they kind of need to make sure that no one is even near here. I mean, think about it. If a normal person needs 1,000 hours to arrive here, you need only 100. So you're basically moving 10 times faster than anyone in here. So they're probably very scared from your speed. I mean, hopefully your power is as impressive as your speed. Goku will still be flying, and eventually, after hours and hours and a couple of days of rest, they arrive there. Goku says, I think I see the palace. Is it that one? The kid shaking his head saying yes. Goku would ask, how do we enter there? The kid explains, well, there is technically two ways. You could A, just go in the gate, but you probably won't be let in since you kind of need permission and you won't get it. Or B, just breaking the barrier, which has never been broken to my knowledge. Then Goku would use a Kamehameha, shooting into the barrier, but not destroying it. Then Goku with all his strength would punch through the barrier. And then the kid would shout, how did you do that? Goku says, well, I basically put all my ki into one single attack, which technically means I put all my power into one punch, so that's how I broke the barrier. Then the kid says, well, that's very impressive. But before they could even land on the ground, guards would start attacking Goku and the kid, with Goku dodging all of their attacks and shooting ki beams into their heads, basically knocking them out cold. Then Goku would fall to the ground, and then they go underground to hide so they could think of another plan. Goku would ask, where would the king be now? Kid would explain, well, I'm not entirely sure since I've actually never been in here. But if I needed to have a guess, probably on the highest point of the castle. But again, the 12 commanders, or I guess technically 11, are in there. You can't defeat all of them combined. You just can't. I mean, I'm not gonna be rude, but it kind of took a lot of your power just to defeat one. And you're probably depleted from stamina. Then Goku says, is there a way to recover fast in here? The kid would say, I have a technique that could heal you, but it might take like 20 minutes, since it looks like you're very powerful, so it just takes more time, depending on how much you've used up. Then kid would heal Goku, and it even takes 35 minutes, which even the kid was surprised, since he even didn't expect that. Then Goku would tell the kid thanks, and he would ask him if it's time to go and meet the king. The kid would start being scared and ask Goku if he kind of needs to be here. Goku says, well, I'm not sure, but why not? I mean, it's a fun adventure, isn't it? The kid would smile and say, I guess you're right. And then Goku holds the kid, going to Autonomous Ultra Instinct yet again, and punching through the underground, going up in the air, and then just coming through the castle to the king's room. Immediately when Goku arrives, all the 12 commanders, or I guess 11 technically, would then surround Goku. Then they would say, we've caught you, and now you're dead. Then they shoot all of their attacks into Goku. Like Goku says, now. And yeah guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, I know I stopped in a pre-climax part, but I just want part 3 to be more exciting, so I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Goodbye.